Students, all of you are able to view my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In the subject, like we have to study the basic concepts of Indian financial system, the structure and component, and role of financial system in economic development, and the financial institutions, the banking and non-banking, and the banking and non-banking financial institution role in the contribution to economic development. The financial markets we have to see the money market, capital market, bond market, commodity market, derivative markets, and future markets, and forex market and cryptocurrency markets. Means markets we have to see. Okay, and the financial institutions. Okay, and we have seen the banking and non-banking financial institutions. Just I will. We have seen the meaning out of this banking and financial institutions, banking and non-banking. Okay, financial institutions we have seen the markets that we have to see, the financial instruments, the equity debentures, these are the financial instruments, and these are financial services. These are the four pillars of our Indian financial system. This is the structure of Indian financial system. Okay, see, just we have means we have not seen the role of financial system in economic development. Okay, this role of financial system in economic development, like now here we are going to establish relationship of investment to saving. Okay, investment saving relationship we are going to establish in the Indian financial system. See here, the banking institutions like commercial bank or public bank, or whatever the cooperative banks and regional rural banks, they were taking the small savings into Indian financial system, you can say. Okay, the like Grameen Bank, you can say, or microfinance institutions. Okay, these are like non-banking financial institutions are those microfinance institutions. They're going to take a small saving from individuals, you can say. Okay, small money they were going to take from the citizens, those who are earning a regular income, like economically they were active and they were earning regularly. From them they were going to collect the savings, and they will give you, going to give you a loans also. Like how many of you have heard about the self-help group? Okay, in the self-help group, like the group of 10 to 12 or 10 to 15 women or 10 to 15 similar objective types of individuals come together, and they will contribute the savings weekly, and they will going to deposit the savings into microfinance institutions or any commercial bank regularly. Like weekly 15 individuals deposit 50 rupees. Okay, regularly they will collect and they will deposit in the bank. Then what happens, the
Okay, then
corpus will
the
become,
meaning going
corpus
to
will be going to become like
business.
every
Okay,
weekly they
after
were
business,
depositing, like
then
after 1 year
according to that,
there
they
is
have
a
to
good
determine how
amount of
much
funds with them.
the
They can start their business from their funds that will be there. Like this is the role of our Indian financial system, is to make the saving investment relation. Okay, to meet the needs of the organize, to meet the needs of the corporate, or to meet the needs of the citizens, those who are staying in the village. For them we are making this investment saving relations we are going to make. This can happen only when there is a facility of saving. Okay, there is a facility of saving is there, like microfinance institutions are going into the remote areas. Okay, in the particular areas of Konkan, you can say, in remote areas where there the basic facility of banking is not available, they will give their services there. Okay, in this way they were going to collect the small savings, and uh, and and they were going to give loans to them. They were going to promote them. Okay, they were going to promote the business, do the business, and to become an entrepreneur. That activities they were going to do means that we are going to creating relation of saving to investor relationship. Okay, the financial system help in the grow the capital market. Okay, it will gives you an opportunity to go grow the capital market. Okay, any business requires two types of capital, that is fixed capital and working capital. See here, fixed capital you can raise through equity market, like primary market. From primary market you are issuing the equity shares for, okay, for 10 50, like equity shares you are issuing. There is no period for that. Equity shares you are using Issuing means you are going to collect the fixed capital, means a long term capital you are going to collect from issuing equity shares or taking a loan. Okay, or this may be a different type. I'm telling you source of getting a long term capital, but equity and issuing debentures or issuing preference shares, okay, these all are long term source of capital. Okay, you are going means this capital market, if the market is available, that's the reason you are going to get the funds. Okay, Indian financial system will the help the investor, he help the organization to grow or help the capital market to grow. Okay, and whenever you require a short term finance, short term capital needs will be met by this money market. Whatever short term finance you require, like short term finance means that the finance you require for fulfilling the needs of working capital. For 1 year you require the finance, that will be provided in the money market. Like you can purchase a treasury bill of 7 days treasury bill. Okay, you can purchase a commercial papers. Okay, you can purchase a bill discounting instruments. That all will be available in the money market, you can say. Okay, then this Indian financial systems helps in the economic development of the country. Like the government security market is developed. Okay, the government security market developed, and like all the central and all the states and central government to participate in the market to raise the funds whenever they required. Okay, whenever they required funds, they're going to raise the funds in the money market, that like in like a government security market. The Indian financial system help this government also, this government security market. Financial system help in the infrastructure and growth of the economy. See here, like small savings or savings, like banks have a good functioning in the particular area. Ultimately they will collect the savings and they will utilize the saving for the granting a loan or to have a proper infrastructure for our economic development, to have a proper transportation facilities in our country. This will be available in the Indian financial system. Like financial institutions are performing very well, then only we are able to achieve this objective, you can say. Okay, this will going to achieve. And this how we are going to achieve, if the banks are performing properly, and then only we are able to achieve our economic growth of our country. Like banks are performing very well in the, banks are performing good in the village areas, means they were collecting small deposits. And the ultimately what happens, they were collecting huge amount of corpus, and that corpus they were going to utilize for development of our infrastructure or our transportation facilities or construction of any dam and roads, you can consider. In this way they're going to help us in the uh, growth of our country in terms of infrastructure and the construction of big projects, you can say. The financial system helps in the development of trade. Okay, trade, where we are doing a buying and selling the instruments. Okay, we are doing a buying and selling the instruments. In that also the financial system help us, like in the like a fee based services like leasing and all that. Leasing services, fund based services, sorry, fund based services, leasing, hire purchase, commercial bill discounting, factoring, insurance. Like Indian financial system is there, that's the reason we are able to do a trading, like a bill discounting facilities available, factoring facilities available. When we were discussing the financial services, that time again I will come to this all points, you can say, this factoring and all that, that we are going to achieve in the this if we have a good financial system. If this all four parts, four pillars are performing very well, then only we are going to achieve the market, you can say. Then only we are going to achieve our economic development, you can say, in the market. Okay, now the venture capital is developed. This will going to help, like because of the Indian financial system is there, that's the reason the young entrepreneurs or startups, they're going to get a venture capital funding. Okay, little bit higher rate of interest than the commercial banks loan, but the startups or a individual or a entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs, they don't have any experience, they're going to get a venture capital. Like it is a, again it comes see here, again it comes fee based services. Okay, then the young entrepreneurs will going to get the funds. Okay, funds they're going to get like a little bit higher rate of interest, but they're going to get a fund. Okay, this will going to help this our in financial system will going to develop our Indian economy if these all financial instruments institutions sorry financial institutions and financial instruments and financial services are performing very well, then only we are able to achieve the economic development of our country. Okay, just 1 minute, I will show you the syllabus what we have to learn in the chapter. See, the structure and component of Indian financial system, role of financial system in economic development of our country, introduction to financial institution, banking and non-banking, role of banks and their contribution to economic development. Okay, we have seen this the banking and non-banking financial institutions. Now we have to see the role of these finance banks and the financial institutions for the development of our country. You can see for the development of our country. You can see. Okay, like this banking and non-banking financial institutions, they were going to collect these small savings from the individuals. You can say. Okay, like if you have a banking institution in the in the economy, then what advantages you are going to get this country? Like the citizens feel that whatever money we are depositing in the bank, it is a safe, and while the money is circulated by the bank and they're going to give a little bit late of interest to the depositors, and banks protect their savings and the assets because it is governed by Reserve Bank of India. Okay, or it is governed by Reserve Bank of India, all banking industries, all this will help them. Okay, this non-banking financial institutions also helps in the strengthening the economy. Like like our country is 75% of our country's population lives in a village. Like we have to give the services, financial services in the village, then only we are going to become a strong and our economy will going to develop. Okay, it provides multiple alternatives to transform the economic savings into capital investment. Like this non-banking financial institutions transform the small saving into the investment. Okay, like banks interact directly with the customers. Okay, these banks will interact directly with the customers. Okay, the non-banking financial interact with the banks and governments while giving a loans to them, big amount of loan. Okay, they were going to have that also than a non-banking institutions. Okay, in this way the this banking institutions, non-banking financial institutions or a banking institution will going to help the country for their development. Okay, in terms of mobilization of saving, issuing loans. Okay, they were going to help the organize this country for economic development while providing services. Okay, timely the banks were operating in the particular area, and ultimately the mobilization of savings they're going to do in the in the particular area, and they will give you loans also. Suppose small savings are collected, it will become big corpus, big funds, big amount of funds will become, and they will sanction the loan. Okay, like recently we have seen the Jandan accounts. In the Jandan accounts, many accounts were opened, number of accounts were opened, and number means huge amount of money collected in the saving account, and that we are going to use for our development of our country. Okay, this will, in this way the banking institutions where helped us to economic development of our country. Okay, now we are going to see the financial markets. We have seen the financial markets. From this we are again going to continue. Financial markets are a mechanism enabling participants to deal in financial claims. Okay, financial markets are a mechanism enabling a participants to deal in the financial claims. Like here we are going to do a buying and selling the securities or instruments we are doing in the financial market, and we will claim that if we have sold the particular security, and we will claim that the finance we are going to receive, the amounts we are going to receive from after selling the particular stock or after selling the particular security, you can say. Okay, the market also provide a facility in which the demand and requirement interacts to set
economic
price
resources mean
for
funds are
such
available.
claim. See here, the price for the particular commodities depends on the demand in the market and the how much requirement will be fulfilled by the market. On that basis, the supply and demand, on that basis the market price and the your claim, whatever price you have sold, it is decided. Okay, now we will see some financial markets like organized and unorganized market. Financial markets like organized and unorganized market. Organized, it is mostly found in developed countries because this market exists due to banking habits. Most important point that funds are collected through banks. Okay, here in the organized market, the funds were collected through banks. Okay, and the citizens have a habit of depositing money in the bank, or depositing habit they have. The unorganized market, this market exists in underdeveloped and developing countries because of non-banking habit. It is not a well structured market as the recognized market is. Means it is not a well structured market. The developing countries or underdeveloped countries citizens don't have a habit of banking. That's the reason this, or no, we will say it is an unorganized market. Like next we will see the primary market. Okay, this is a part of capital market, you can say. Capital market and money market, these two parts of organized market. See, financial market, organized and unorganized. In organized, capital and money market. In capital market, primary and secondary markets is there. Okay, the primary market is a part, means capital market plays, first we will see a capital market. Capital market plays a very important role in the development of economy because it provides channel for mobilization of funds. On other hand, money market possess a range of operational features. Okay, they will give you operational features, means they will give you short term money whenever you require, but capital market will give you a long term funds for our development of our particular company or development of our country, you can say. Okay, in the capital market, like a primary market comes, funds are collected directly from investors such as new issue initial public offering, or you can say follow public offer through different way. Means in primary market directly we are going to collect the funds from the investors. Okay, like SBI share price was 2 rupees, means nowadays SBI share face value is 2 rupees. Share price, face value price is 2 rupees, share price is 300 something, but face price 400 something, the face value is 2 rupees. Okay, now we will collect directly 2 rupees from investors in the primary market. Like here primary market means a market, direct market, you can say. We are going to issue in the primary market equity shares, we are going to issue, or we are going to issue preference shares, we are going to issue debentures, corporate bonds, we are going to issue in that also. Okay, in primary market. But in secondary market the funds are indirectly collected from customers, example stock exchange. It is meant for trading in outstanding or existing securities. Here see that there is a good trading is going on for our stock in the in the secondary market. Then there is a demand for our product, our share is high in the market, and the supply is less in the market. That what happened, the prices of the stock will go up. Then ultimately when we are going for again collecting funds from issuing the securities, that time again we will charge higher rate of premium. Then we are collecting indirectly the money from customer in the secondary market. Like I have told you, capital market is a market where we are going to raise the funds for more than 1 year, means long term funds we are going to raise in the capital market. In the money market, funds we are going to raise or engage in less than 1 year. It includes short term deposit, short term money market, you can say. Okay, next we are going to see the financial instruments. Financial instrument, it is a claim against a person or an institution for the payment at a future date, a sum of money and or a periodic payment in the form of interest or dividend. Okay, instrument, financial instruments, suppose there are financial instruments, you can say equities, debts are there, and we have invested our money in the particular securities, particular instruments. Okay, in that, after that, after regular intervals we are going to get a dividend or we are going to get an interest for the use of our funds. Okay, use of our investment, it will be there. Like Equity shares do not create any obligation to pay a fixed rate of dividend. Okay, equity share can be issued without creating any change over the assets of the company. Okay, charge over, or you can, any changes or any charges we are not going to take on while issuing equity shares. Suppose you want any loan, then you are going to give your asset as a security for that, but for issuing equity you don't have to give any security for them, for the particular raising of the particular funds, you can say. Okay, next you can say equity shareholders are the real owner of the organization who have the voting rights in the annual general meeting of the company, you can say. Okay, next, financial instruments. Primary, they are directly issued by ultimate borrowers of funds to ultimate savers. Example, shares and debentures. This is a primary instrument. Like we are going to issue directly the shares and debentures to directly to the investor, those who are saving the funds and investing in our securities. You can say shares and debentures. Secondly, they are issued by financial intermediaries to ultimate savers like bank deposit, mutual funds, insurance policies, etc. Like here again I will tell you, in the instruments also, like mutual fund units or a bank deposit, you have got FD receipts, or an insurance policy you have got. Like again I will tell you, bank deposits, you have receipt. Whatever funds collected by the bank, they were going to invest in the particular securities in the market, or while sanctioning a loan they were going to use your funds. Ultimately, indirectly you are use means indirectly through middlemen you are investing your funds, okay, at a rate of 8%, 6% as a FD rates. Like in mutual fund also, mutual fund, like it is a common pool of money, small savings were collected and it will become a huge good corpus. And the fund manager is there who are managing the funds of all small investors, and he will invest in the market, capital market. Okay, he will invest through intermediaries, we are going to invest the funds in the market. Okay, now insurance policy also, if you are purchasing ULIP insurance policy, unit linked insurance policies, like you are going to invest whatever may be amount invested, some amount they were kept as a they were kept for your insurance purpose, and some amount they are going to invest in a market. Okay, through middlemen you are going to invest in the market. Now we are going to see the financial services. Like financial services, firstly we have to see the fund based services and fee based services. See, fund based services, the activities are arranged for the customer, and the financial intermediaries charges interest for the amount of funds utilized. The fund based fund outlays happen in the form of sanction of credit facility to the borrowers. Fund based activities can be like uh, working capital requirements we have made by way of cash credit, overdraft facility, demand loan, bill discounting, bill purchases we have did. This like these are the fund based services. We have made these requirements, like whatever requirements of the organization, like they required the working capital requirement they have, we have made the working capital requirement. Okay, that is a fund based services. Okay, merchant banking services, the bank which provides a special services and legal complies with the companies are called a merchant banking. Example, IPO services. In initial public offering, we like initial public offering, one bank take a responsibility to, like one of the example I will tell you, like SBI Securities. This is a institution, they're going to take care of whole IPO process. Means for from issuing, from uh, collecting application, or going for, means taking permission from SEBI while going for initial public offering by the company, giving news in the newspaper, collecting funds in all over India, and then listing the share in the capital market. This all process they were going to handle in the merchant banking, the particular banking institutions, you can say. Okay, here the portfolio management services, it is a fund based services. Fund based services, portfolio management, the funds of others we are managing that. That is a fund based services. Capital expenditure or project requirement by way of term loan, project finance we are providing, venture capital we are providing. Okay, a course of proceedings associated with risk, the outcome, of which is uncertain. In venture capital, we are providing funds for new entrepreneur, and he is not experienced, and whatever he is doing, whatever project he is doing, it may going to be succeed in the near future or maybe fail. We are not aware about that. That fund based services, we are providing capital for the new entrepreneurs, that is known as venture capital. Okay, resources required to start the business, long term funds in equity or semi equity from to finance high tech project involving high risk and yet having strong potential of high profitability. Like then in venture capitalists, we are providing funds. Okay, venture capital means we new startup business which is having huge risk, the future is uncertain. Okay, it is a new product, and we are providing finance at a higher rate of interest, but at the same time we will see that there is a high risk but high returns are there. If the particular product clicks in the market, we are going to earn good amount of returns. That venture capital is a fund based services. Okay, now again you can say the leasing, hire purchase and factoring, these all are fund based services. Leasing means we are giving to take a lease the particular, we are giving the asset to take by the organization take a lease on that particular asset, we are providing funds, and after using of 2 months 3 years, maybe lease terms like 2 years, I'm going to use that particular factory. The companies, we are providing funds and we are utilizing that, and we will give a leasing, fund based services. Funds are given for the particular activity, you can say. Higher purchases, we are purchasing the assets, and the ownership is of the bank only who is provided loan, the ownership on that name, but we are using that. Okay, the factoring services, we are discounting our bill, that is the factoring, we are discounting our bill, whatever goods we have sold to debtors on a credit basis, that bills we are going to be discounted in factoring services. Okay, then we are going to provide a small retail loans. Okay, okay, loans including priority sector lending or like agriculture sector, we are providing fee based services there also for fund based services. Now we will see mutual fund. It is a pooling of money from investors, okay, which is collected by fund manager. It is a collective savings, can be utilized for meeting the financial requirements of the organization. Okay, we will collect the small savings from small investors from all over India, and that we are going to utilize, and it will be collected by fund manager. And collective savings, we are going to utilize the meet the requirements of the organizations, different types of companies. The fund manager will going to invest, like he has collected suppose 100 crores, fund manager collected from small investors, okay, all over from all over India, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, like investors were invested, total corpus comes 100 crores. This 100 crores he will going to invest in different types of companies. The fund manager have a diversified portfolio. Like fund manager, when he will going to collect, that time only he will announce that whatever money collected from you, it will going to invest it in the organ in this particular sector only. Like I am going to invest in cement sector plus automobile sector. Cement sector 30%, automobile sector 70% investment I'm going to invest. If you are interested, you can invest in that. Means your money will be interested in that sector only, in different companies. You getting my point? It is a, and he will this fund based services we are going to give, and we are going to charge some amount for managing the funds of investors. Okay, like leasing, a lease represent a contractual agreement where a leaser grants the leasee the right to use an asset in return of periodical lease rental payments. Like leasing activity, the services provided by the, okay, these are services provided by the fee based services provided by the in the financial services, that by the many organizations are there, they're going to give a lease the particular asset of there. Like I will tell you, one of the individual who is having 100 different types of assets, and he is using only one asset instead of, means 99, he will give this all assets on lease. Okay, and the credit rating services will be provided. It is just like a branch benchmarking. Okay, benchmarking, it means that bank is generator of money on behalf of lender. Like in credit rating, it is a benchmarking benchmarking. Like we will mark that particular bank or particular instrument the category of that particular instrument. A plus category, A minus category, triple A category, double B category. The credit rating agencies will going to rate the instruments, instruments or a bank or instruments or a particular instrument, like it may be equity instruments of the bank or it may be deposit debentures. They're going to rate that. These all are, there are credit rating agencies in India like ICRA, CRISIL. These all are credit rating agency. Unicra. Credit rating agencies are there in India. They're going to rate the securities of the different types of organizations. You can say like SBI security, SBI equity share, they're going to rate. If SBI gone to the credit rating agencies and asked to rate the security of SBI, they're going to rate. Okay, it is the depends on the particular issuer, you can say. Okay, depository services. Depository means electronic form of share certificate, that is shares are held in electronic machine on a particular account. Like depository services, that like I will tell you, CDSL, okay, NSDL, CDSL, these are depository services. Okay, this, they were going to convert the physical share into electronic form and they will keep in your particular account. Okay, like Demat account, we are keeping our electronic physical share into electronic form. Okay, that will be there. Like stock exchange, in exchange only listed companies are there. There we are going to do a trading. This is a this is a fee based services. We are doing a buying and trading of securities, and the brokers were charging some brokerage and they were giving services, the fee based services. Like again I will tell you, when the company go for liquidation, when they were going for liquidation, at that time also the one particular securitization company or reconstruction company, they will be appointed to do a securitization of assets. Means whatever assets are there for the of the organization, they were going for, they will go for fixing, they will fix the auction date and they will do a auction of the all the assets of the organization, and whatever money they the organization going to pay or they have to pay to the particular creditors, they're going to pay that, and what they will charge the fees for the providing these particular services. Okay, like in a merger and acquisition of particular company also, you have to pay the merger and acquisition manager, you have to appoint and you have to pay the fees for them, particular the particular individual, you can say, or particular company, you can say. Now this is a major changes happened in a pre 90 and post 90s. Okay, pre 90s and post 90s. Pre 90s, there is no banking habit for citizens of India. There is no banking habit, but in post 90s, the banking habit are increased, and every individual started depositing their money in the bank. And there is a existence, like in pre 90s, there is a existence of unorganized market. Like unorganized market means the banking habits are not there in the country, and it is a country is a developing. But in post 90s, the unorganized market is a less existence, only in particular area the unorganized market is there, but in major areas the market is organized and the banking facility is provided in all villages. It will say that post 90s. Pre 90s, prevalence of private banks regulation. Prevalence of means private banks were started and banks are under stringent. Okay, the regular RBI has taken many steps on means after post 90s we have accepted liberalization private and LPG program in 1992. Then post 90s the RBI has given some powers. Okay, the prevalence of private insurance, same product like insurance market, there is an entry of new market. Previously there is no entry of private insurance players, you can say, but in post 90s there is a entry of private insurance players. Unawareness of market due to unorganized market, there is a banking habits are not there, then they do not aware about what is going on in the capital market and all that. Many individuals not aware about pre 90s. Post 90s the awareness has increased and many were investing, many were depositing money in the bank, and the banking habits had increased post 90s, you can say. Informal channel exist, direct connection with higher authorities. Informal channel where exist like informal channels means the wealth is or investment is means have a only one source, means if you require funds you can ask to this particular individual, he will going to give. But post 90s the diversification of wealth has happened, like every individual is saving and he is investing, means ultimately he is earning. In pre 90s gold and in pre 90s gold and silver measurement only. In post 90s gold silver among other measurements are exist. Okay, other measurements like coal we are measuring that, but previously but only we are going to measure only gold and silver. Own notes and interest rates, okay, uniformity, like own notes are there, like pre 90s the landlords or saukars they are going to decide their own interest rate, but post 90s uniformity in interest rate were happened, like we the government proposed that all banks and have uniformity rate, but pre 90s the rate was the interest rate was different, but the owners or the you can say saukars they will have their own rates, but post 90s the banking habits had increased, the banking have huge, I mean RBI has regulation have come with a good regulation on a banks have a uniformity in interest rate. Some selected financial products are exist pre 90s. Day to day, like in post 90s there are new financial products were come into existence, like mutual fund products are there, different types of products were coming in the market. No stock exchanges were there in pre 90s, but post 90s the existence of stock exchange for each particular cities were there. Okay, now it is a end of this today's session. Anyone have any doubts in this, students? Hello, students. Hello, all of you are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
anyone
sir.
any doubts in this?
सर अभी सर सर एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन अभी एमसीक्यू में
Examination questions. One of the example I will tell you examination questions. Okay, financial system includes, okay, different markets, institutions, services, and all of the above. Option number one, financial system includes. I will tell you. I will ask you question first. Financial system includes, okay, different markets. Different markets. Second is institution. Third is financial service, and fourth is all of the above. These types of MCQ types of questions they're going to ask you in the MCQ examination. Okay, like again, risk is high in the dash market and low in the dash market. Risk is high in the dash market and low in the dash market. First option, bank and NBFCs, NBFCs and bank, capital market and money market and capital market. The risk is high in the capital market and low in the money market.
मनी मार्क
Okay, these types of MCQs they are going to ask you. Okay, basic components of financial system are financial institutions and financial market, financial instruments, financial services, all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Okay, these types of MCQs they're going to ask you in the examination.
और सर प्रेजेंटेशन भी रहेगा सर अभी इसके लिए इवैल्यूएशन
इवैल्यूएशन के लिए हम बताएंगे आपको कैसे करेंगे इवैल्यूएशन इस सब्जेक्ट का, ठीक है. Now I have decided that the one case study will be given, one assignment will be given, one MCQ test will be taken for the assessment of this financial market and banking operation subject. And I will also consider if you are doing a course for this SWAYAM course, if you are doing that will consider, I will consider for my assessment. Okay, I will suggest all finance students minimum 2 SWAYAM portal courses you all of you have to complete. And apart from this, if you have additional interest, go with NISM website and complete certifications. Okay, NISM website पे जाओ, different types of certificates are available, you can complete that. ओके, वो करो आप. Why I am telling you again and again, these are important for you. Again, to enter in the corporate world, there is a 1 year, 1.5 year you have. Okay, 1.5 year. In 1.5 year, you have to get a maximum certification or maximum knowledge. Then only you are able to survive in the corporate world. एडिशनल सर्टिफिकेशन का बेनिफिट क्या होता है पता है? 10 लोग इंटरव्यू को है, आपके पास एडिशनल सर्टिफिकेट है, यू विल गेट एडेड एडवांटेज. ओके, इसलिए आप एडिशनल सर्टिफिकेट्स करो. उसका बेनिफिट आपको अब नहीं मिलेगा तो आगे जाके डेफिनेटली मिलेगा उसका बेनिफिट. ओके, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ एडिशनल सर्टिफिकेट करो, स्वयं पोर्टल के कोर्सेज का सर्टिफिकेट्स करो. स्वयं पोर्टल इज अ कंपलसरी, उसके अलावा तो आपको क्रेडिट मिलेंगे नहीं. जो IL लेवल के सब्जेक्ट्स है उसके लिए तो कंपलसरी है आपको वो करना, स्वयं पोर्टल के कोर्सेज कर. लेकिन एडिशनल सर्टिफिकेशन फॉर योर बेनिफिट यू कैन डू. मैं इतना बताता हूँ सबके लिए करने के लिए. इसमें से अभी तो फाइनेंस के स्टूडेंट्स देखो मेरे से, अभी यहाँ पे 18 है अटेंडी. 18 में से सभी 18 ने किया तो वेल एंड गुड.